Jebuth. Embrace chaos. What does this mean? The world is chaotic. Everything is always in a sudden, spiraling point of chaos. And throughout our day-to-day, we must embrace the chaos. People, work, life, relationships, money, finance, entertainment, spirituality, transportation, getting places. Everything is in a constant, chaotic revolution. Learn to embrace chaos. Easily said, right? Fucking impossible to do. You're always going to be fucking coming up against some sort of fucking chaotic thing with people running around screaming, or somebody flipping you off, or you're out of money, or you're hungry, or you want to do something you can't, and there's things buzzing and noises going off, and your phone's dinging and pinging and singing and dinging and linging and all that fucking shit. And you must learn to embrace the chaos. Let it come in. Function with it. Don't try to go against the ripples. Don't go up the fucking waves. Just embrace chaos. While embracing it, you'll improve your relationships. You'll improve your life. You'll improve your functionality while breathing. So, the moral of the story is learn to embrace chaos. Movie time. The Merry Gentleman. An edgy, intelligent crime drama. Directed and starring Michael Keaton. This is kind of cool. It's like almost a Christmas movie. Like it takes place around Christmas, so like you're watching it and you're like, oh, that's a Christmas movie. It's about like, a hitman with a heart of gold who falls in love with this chick who's being abused, and it's good. I think it's the only movie that Michael Keaton ever directed. I don't know if he wrote it. No, he didn't write it, but he directed it, and he stars in it. And it's kind of a little hidden gem. I'd check it out. The Merry Gentleman. You should probably be watching it in or around Christmas because it has that vibe. And then I finally had the chance to watch some Ozploitation. Road Games. This stars Stacy Keach with Jamie Lee Curtis, directed by Richard Franklin, and it's freaking awesome. It's about a truck driver in Australia who's kind of being framed for this murder fucking kidnapping thing going on, and it's low budget, it's fun budget, it's a great story, and from the 80s. I would check it out if I were you. It's good. Road Games. And I watched, and I didn't really know, right? No, this isn't it, right? So I watched this thing from the Walerian Borowski box set here, and I only watched one. And I didn't even know, right? So what I watched was called Theater of Mr. and Mrs. Kabal. And it's an animation. So I didn't know it was an animation when I watched it. I was like, oh, because it's called Camera Obscura. So I was thinking it's going to be like, some crazy fucking experimental shit. And I guess it is. It's like experimental animation. And I don't know if the whole box set is animation. I mean, I guess the cover should have given away, right? That's fucking... But it's like hardcore, like gnarly, from like 60s animation. And it's just super abstract, wild, like craziness. And way back when it wasn't really wild and crazy. From a man called Walerian Borowski. And I'll keep you updated on more of these. But the Theater of Mr. and Mrs. Kabal was what I watched. And they got a bunch of short films on there that I watched, one or two of them. They were kind of cool. But it's all hand-drawn animation from way back when, and independent for that time. It's good shit. And I finally finished reading, I think I was talking about this, Son of the Gamblin' Man by Mari Sandoz. This is a kind of a pioneer cowboy type deal. I love stories of gamblers. There's not really that much gambling in there, but when you think about it, life's a gamble, right? So it kind of goes with that theme. He does gamble, and he's known as a gambler. Kind of builds a community, and then gets framed in self-defense, has to bail, and it's way back when times were old and days were old and nights were cold and roads weren't invented. But it was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. I thought it'd be better than it was. But if you like those kind of books, I'd definitely peep it out. That being said, just embrace chaos. Learn to ride the wave of the chaotic. Be chaos with chaos. Fight chaos with chaos. Ba ba ba. That being said, try your hardest. Do your best. Read more books. Stay humble. Stay gracious. Podcast Jebuth.